So we want to recap some of the highlights that we had in 2018 and some of the goals that we have for 2019. Yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And please leave comments about what your goals are in the coming year and things that you want to achieve so we can kind of root along and hope that we can support you in the way that a lot of you have supported us and some of the changes that we've been through. Okay, so what were some of your highlights of 2018?
Whoa. I mean, biggest highlight is moving to California. Very exciting, very scary. Honestly, I've never moved anywhere, so it was a big change for me.
So do you have any other highlights of 2018?
Driving cross country back to Massachusetts. Everyone should do it.
Yes. At least once in your lifetime. Once.
More than once.
But at least once.
Okay.
So I'll double both of those. Highlight definitely moving out to California, but it wasn't just like a spur of the moment, let's move out here. We'd already been spending time out here for months before we moved for work, and it just made sense for us. It was the next step in what we wanted to do, and we figured we liked the area, and what better way than to just move our family out here. So far it's been working out really well, and we're loving that it doesn't snow.
Whoa,
especially during the work. I know.
We love snow.
But we don't like shoveling snow. My back is thanking me for this, okay? My back is definitely thanking me. Another highlight being the road trip. Definitely, that was a big one for me. So for the past year, I want to say a year before this, we teetered back and forth between, do we do a road trip? Do we not do a road trip? How far do we go? Do we just stay on the East Coast? Do we go all the way West Coast? And at the time, the timing didn't work out. And then it just so happened that I needed to go back to the East Coast for one of my best friend's weddings, our best friend's weddings. And it made sense for us to make it part of our road trip. So we ended up driving from California to Massachusetts and then all the way back. And we stopped at quite a few national parks. I can't even say how many, but it was definitely an experience that really defined the life that we want to live and how we want our kids to grow up and the experiences we want them to have. So definitely highlight. Probably number one. I would say that for me is probably the higher highlight than even moving out here. What was the biggest challenge you faced this year, and what did you learn from it?
Well, it's my first time camping, being in a tent. Most of our trip was in a tent. Not quite used to outdoor cold.
And what'd you learn from it?
I learned how to start fires, how to cook outside, how to pop a tent,
How to get creative.
I
learned that a long time ago.
Weather,
Yeah.
dealing with cold, freezing cold. Niagara Falls.
It was freezing rain and we ended up camping. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
So biggest challenge for 2018 was probably being away from my family. I'm really close to my family, and I had a hard time adjusting to moving out here. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. That was my biggest challenge, and my takeaway from that was just that you learn to be really resilient and independent and rely on the people that are here, that are closest to you. That meant relying more on this guy, which has changed a little bit of our relationship and dynamic, and sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, because it's hard when the person you rely on is also the person you might be angry at or upset with, and you don't have other people. You really have to learn to resolve your issues in the moment and come to, you know, some sort of understanding. And that was something that we hadn't really had to do without having support from our families. So that was definitely a challenge. All right, so what are your personal goals for 2019?
I'll keep it general. I want to be mindful. And exactly what that is, it's just being aware of everything that goes on around me. Like, I don't want to get specifics, but being mindful is most important. Within myself, externally, with the things that are around me, but that's my biggest goal. That's my life goal, actually, but for 2019 is to be more mindful.
So a personal goal for me, 2019, I've got a lot of goals, but that's almost always the problem. I have a lot of goals and I don't achieve any of them, but I've tried to take a different mindset and approach to this year and really just stick to a few things that I want to do. So my goal for 2019 would be to really focus on my health. I have a lot of things that are going on in my life, just like everybody else, and I usually put myself on the back burner. You know, when it comes to giving myself the time that I need, the space that I need, you know, being able to really reflect and focus, and those are the things that ground me. When I don't get that time, I tend not to do very well in other areas of my life. So I want to make it a priority and really focus on those things and bring myself some peace of mind. I think that's really important for me. My goals in the new year for the family are really just to continue what we've been doing, what we set out to do. You know, we started a family pact because we wanted areas to focus in as a family, and we've done pretty well, but we still have a long way to go when it comes to those areas. You know, being kind to one another, being strong, both physically, mentally, but also spiritually, and just also creating experiences without necessarily feeling that they have to be over the top or big. When I was a kid, the things that I remember and loved the most were the things that didn't cost anything. It was the time that I spent with the people that I loved. And I want that for them, and I want to be able to do more for them, more than I have been, and to just really value that family time. Come here!
Come on, Kalisa.
Where is Kalisa?
You left her?
Going down the
Left her by
stairs.
herself? Come here. All
No,
right.
let's go with Daddy.
Oh, you want to go with
Yeah.
Daddy? Okay. Fine. Pick Daddy. We're almost into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part of this past year?
Like when we were on the road trip.
Yeah.
My favorite part was marshmallows.
Did you have fun on our road trip?
Yes.
What did you like best about our road trip?
The airplane.
That wasn't on.
The airplane.
You like going on the airplane? Was that your favorite part?
But I would do an airplane.
What did you like about going on the airplane?
Like the toy.
Oh, you got a toy?
And the lollipop toy.
Yeah. So in the new year, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to do more of? What's your goal?
My goal is to start taking more naps.
More naps?
Yeah.
That's your goal? That sounds like a good idea. I wish I could get more naps. Kalisa, what do you want to do more of?
I need an airplane.
You want to fly?
You want
She
more
wants to fly
airplanes?
more.
You want to fly more?
Good.
Okay. If you like this video, feel free to check out our website in the description below and find out more about a family pack. Also, feel free to leave a comment below with goals that you have for 2019 and some of the highlights from your 2018.